New tonight, we're now one day further into the wanton endangerment trial of former LMPD detective Brett Hankison. Hankison facing 3 charges of wanton endangerment for allegedly firing into a neighboring apartment the night Breonna Taylor was shot and killed. Late this afternoon, his defense saying the state didn't prove their case and called for a directed verdict. Grace McKenna has been in court for us since the start of the testimony last week. So, Grace, they called for a directed verdict. What did the judge decide?
Doug, after considering the case statutes and the people involved here, the people in that neighboring apartment at the time of the shooting, the judge denied that verdict. So we will have more testimony in this case. When she was considering the people, one of them was witness Chelsea Napper. She was pregnant and asleep in the apartment at the time of the shooting.
I was scared for my life. I was scared for Cody's life. I was scared for my unborn child's life and my 5-year-old's life.
Napper says she checked on her 5-year-old son and then called her grandmother and called 911. When her boyfriend Cody Etherton went to see what was wrong, she says police officers pointed guns at him and ordered him back inside the apartment. Prosecutors also called LMPD training officer Matt Gelhausen, who signed off on Hankison's 2019 firearms qualification. Gelhausen said officers are trained on identifying threats and isolating targets. Other witnesses have testified Hankison walked around the side of the apartment building and fired into a sliding glass door, nearly hitting a neighbor, Cody Etherton. The defense tried to drive home the intensity of a situation like the raid.
Would you agree with me that on March 13th, 2020 at 3003 Springfield Drive, when this event occurred, that neither you nor anyone else could testify as to what Brett Hankison personally perceived?
Yes, sir.
Gelhausen did testify that while a muzzle flash could be considered a threat, officers are still supposed to identify and isolate a target based on that LMPD training. Doug, today the prosecution also played out a deposition video of former Detective Miles Cosgrove. In lieu of having him testify, he decided to take the Fifth along with Officer John Mattingly. So that will make Brett Hankison, who we expect to hear from tomorrow, the only one of the 3 officers who fired shots that night to take the stand in this case. We do expect Hankison tomorrow and then closing arguments Thursday for the jury to deliberate. Live in Louisville, Grace McKenna, WHAS 11 on your side.